What is going on, guys? My name is Jay Kraft with the Facebook group Bolorama Pickers Lounge, and I'm coming at you live again from beautiful Fresno, California for the very last time. Tonight is Sunday, Bolorama Reseller Roundup. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here tonight, and boy, oh boy, are we going to have a fun show in store. It's not going to be like our usual shows, I will say that much right now. We don't have any news to talk about. We don't have any training that we're going to be doing. What are we going to be doing tonight? We're going to be taking a look at all of the items that I picked up over the last 2.5 weeks. Why? Because I haven't had time to show them. I've been busy getting ready for my move, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be left out. We're going to take a look at everything that I bought over the last 2.5 weeks, get it thrown into a box, and get it taken out of town with me so I can get it listed up and get it sold. But it's got to happen. You guys got to see the stuff. I picked up some amazing stuff over the last week or two. Let's go ahead and get this background switched out to the way that it needs to be. Boom. Let's go ahead and get some really cool chill music on right now. Let's get a little chit chat going, a little dialogue going. I know some of you guys missed me as well. Okay, it's been a little bit since I've been here, 2.5 weeks or so, give or take. If you didn't get enough of me, you didn't get enough of my content, make sure you visit the other content I've been making, facebook.com/Prairie Grit. Fantastic little company I've been doing some work with, looking to rock the e-commerce space. We're going to talk about that coming into the new year, but if you want more of my content and more of what I've been up to, that's a place you can go to. And I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. Now, the reason we did this on a Wednesday is because the holidays are coming up. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, everyone's going to be coming in and out of town, and I thought this would be my last chance to be able to talk to everyone before that Christmas season came up, and everyone just got too busy with the family and all of that stuff. So that's why we're here tonight on a Wednesday. Just so you know, we're running on a 30-second delay tonight. We are going to be working on improving that in the future as well. We've got so many people here in the house. If you're watching this live, it is Wednesday, 5:05 Pacific Standard Time right now. We got Leah, we got Corey with Power Reselling. If you haven't subscribed to his channel yet, please make sure you check him out. Fantastic content. Me and him have been going head to head on producing quality content, and I think I might be giving him a run for his money, but boy, that sub count, it's looking strong. And if you haven't subbed to him, once you do that, come back over and then sub to me second, okay? Take care of him first. So we got Power Reselling in the house. We got Leah in the house. We got somebody by the name of The Truth. We got a new friend of mine, Matthew, is joining us as well. He's somebody that I interacted with on eBay and has now decided that he's interested in becoming a reseller as well. So I love it. I love it when that opportunity to bring somebody across to the other side and show them the joys of being a reseller can be shared with other people. That's what I always tell people too. You got to remember, guys, as a seller on eBay, you are an ambassador of good faith and positivity for the brand. Make sure you represent it well and make sure you represent it strong. We also got Carolee, I believe, Kay Baxter in the audience. Sean Gilbert's here tonight too. And Rachel Mel, close to my heart, one of my favorites. Thank you for tuning in as well. And obviously, we got Pam, and I know Mindy's somewhere too. So thank you to everyone for taking the time to be here tonight. As always, though, live Q&A. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them. Now, one of the other things too, how is this a holiday special? I have to don my holiday hat. This is important, okay? Hold on, we got to get this in the right spot. There we go. My holiday hat. Now, I just can't move my head for the entirety of the show, but doesn't this look amazing? We've been working on some special visual effects here on the back end for the last couple of days now. And believe it or not, this is very, very, hold on, let me get this in place. This is very, very complex stuff to be able to figure out. I really thought that it was just going to be click, 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 and I was going to be able to do some holiday stuff. I was going to redo the whole background, everything. Didn't have time for that, but look at this. Ready? Boom. There we go. What says the holidays more than a holiday hat? It's a Santa hat. I don't care. It's 2018. We're going to call it a Santa hat. And then some snowflakes. This took forever to get done, but while we're enjoying the ambience that is these holiday effects over here, I want to give a little shout out to these links on the side. I know some of you are new here. bit.ly/cheapship is my link that's going to take you over to Pirate Ship, and it's going to get you some amazing discounted rates on your postage. Now, I do want to tell you too, stay tuned. I have all of the 2019 USPS rates. Okay, we're not going to be looking at them today, but we're going to be utilizing this green screen to produce a high quality professional video. And thank you guys. I love all the comments. You're loving the holiday theming that we got going on. This is only going to last a little bit. My computer is screaming at me right now. It does not like the holiday effects. But we have other effects too. We have some other really cool effects that I think we might be able to get working tonight. I haven't even had much time to fiddle with them, but we're going to see what we can do. But yeah, we're going to have the USPS rates in a dedicated video because we're going to be covering everything. There's been changes to first class, media, priority, big changes to cubic. We're looking at an average of 8 to 10% increase across the board. The decimation of regional rate and why you're never going to be using a regional A or B, or heaven forbid you still holding on to your C boxes and using them for anything other than storage, but you're never going to be using those again after these new rates come out. And then we're going to also be talking about the viability of Smart Post coming into 2019 and why it's going to be important to consider that a viable option when it comes to your oversized packages. So we are going to be getting to that here in the future. Looking at some of these comments, love the hat. Thank you, Donna. Kay Baxter, love the snowflakes. Thank you. And you should get yourself on Amazon, Corey. Oh, this is a comment from Sean to Corey. I sold more on Amazon than eBay. Only started 4 months ago and overtaken eBay sales. Now, here's the thing, okay? I tell people you got to do it all. Okay, I got a survey from eBay today, and they're asking, like, Jay, what do you think of the platform? You know, how likely are you to stay on this platform? And then one of the real questions to be asking a seller, I'm like, I really feel like I should be getting paid to give you this information. And I was upfront about it. I said 40% of my sales were going through eBay. And I tell people you should have that type of balance. Okay, so first thing, yeah, okay, we get back on topic here. bit.ly/cheapship. Second link, our Facebook page, okay? Round the clock, you need help. There you go. bit.ly/Bolorama. That's going to get you to our Facebook page, so that way you can get that help round the clock from other sellers as well. And then here's this great one. Patreon, guys. Very, very, very small amount of money, 50 cents a day, and you can support this show. We're going to even have a ticker in the future. It's going to have everyone's names rolling by on it. There's a lot of things that are in development right now. We got t-shirts coming. We have these fantastic thank you cards. Look at these cards. These things are beautiful. These are high quality 14 mil cards, okay? Custom name. It says your seller name and how long you've been on the platform. And these are thank you cards you get to put inside of your orders. We give these out for free for our patrons as well, okay? For a small contribution, you'll get 500 of these sent to you, okay? And I know a few of you are coming up on we give them out after the second month, I believe. So after you've been on for 2 months, 2 of you already, I believe, Judy and Ashley, some of our newest patrons. Make sure you reach out to me so that we can get your order placed this month, and that way you'll have them maybe by Christmas, if not by Christmas, in the beginning of the new year. And then our next link right down here, guys, it's the holidays. Merry Christmas to me. If you'd like to give me a one-time donation, you're welcome to. And if you want, I would say spend that money on Patreon instead of spending it on PayPal. But if you just want to give me a one-time gift, we appreciate it. It keeps everything going. You know, these snowflakes are not cheap. I have to pay each one of these. They're like half a cent each. Okay, so if you'd like to contribute, we'd appreciate it. But if not, no hard feelings. So, like I said, I got a bunch of... We got to keep this hat moving with me. Let me see if I can... There we go. So if I want to be over here... See, once we get our technology to the point where it needs to be, the hat will just stay with me, and it'll be nice and easy. But what we're going to do, because I can hear my computer screaming right now, we're going to nerf the hat. Okay, we're just going to turn that off right now. We're gonna kill the snow for just a second. Okay, now that we've covered all the links over here, and if you got, like I said, guys, if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them. Even though we're having a little bit of a chill episode today, if you have a pressing reseller question and you need the answer to it, feel free to ask. Let's see if we can make this look a little bit prettier. Let's try... I don't even know how to do this. Let's try this. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It worked, guys. We have this beautiful fire with our holiday tree here in the background. Can we call it a Christmas tree? I know it's 2018. This is a Christmas tree with Christmas presents, okay? And a holiday fire. Look, I can almost get my hand right inside the fireplace. It's as if it's really there, but it's truly not. And you might even be able to hear over the whirring of my incredibly loud fan the sound of the fire crackling in the distance. Matthew Eason asked, one of the biggest questions I've probably been asked on the show ever, how do I go about sourcing? While you guys are gandering at my beautiful fire, there's a lot of ways to go about it. I was actually talking to somebody earlier today about how to source online. You can literally go through eBay, find eBay items, and then be able to get them shipped to you, break them down, relist them, and get them sold. But we also go to swap meets, we go to thrift stores, we go to trade shows, which would be like your comic book conventions and collectors type stuff. We go to yard sales. And believe it or not, of all the items that I have here, I think I have representation across all of those categories. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. And we're gonna be looking at items here. We got some more questions too. I'm gonna answer these questions. I want to start showcasing a couple of items. So let's take a peek at a few items real quick, and and then we'll look at the next question up there. So I always love it when I get to showcase something that I've never really dealt in before. Now, obviously I've done work within the sports category before, but I've never sold a soccer ball online. Now, this one is a little bit of a special soccer ball. This is a soccer ball that's a replica of a big tournament winning type thing. I don't know. I just noticed it was an Adidas ball. It says UEF Champions League, okay, and it was a finale ball. So this is a replica of a finale game day type ball, and I looked this bad boy up. It's listing for about $60 to $70. Now, I want to kind of elaborate on a few things as well. I've made a lot of changes to my eBay store over the last 90 days as I get ready for this move. Now, the move for me is happening in 8 days, right around the corner. And all of these changes that I've made, I've come to learn a few things, okay? One, I am much pickier about the things that I buy now because some things just don't sell. And that's just the honest to God truth. And you can say, I believe this is worth this amount of money. I'm going to list it for this amount of money. That doesn't mean that it's going to sell. And here's the crazy thing. It doesn't mean it's going to sell at half off. It doesn't mean it's going to sell at 90% off. Your hunches and assumptions are only that, and they're no more than that. Now, me being a seasoned e-commerce expert, I truly thought I could get away with a heck of a lot more than I did. But coming into the holidays, boy, oh boy, did I get a ton of information as far as what is actually working. So when I do my buying now, not only do I look at completed, but I take a hard look at what's active and sell-through rates. I don't want to buy anything unless the margins are massive, unless I can see a completed sale on an item. So I've seen a few of these balls sell between $50 and $70 for this exact same ball. I'm fine throwing, I think I paid $2.99 or I paid $1.50 for this actually from a thrift store. I am fine spending $1.50 on it. The margins are 100% there. I got no qualms with that at all. But I'm much more particular now. And another thing that I want you guys to take away as well is just because, let's just say this ball sold 3 times last week for $60. It does not mean that yours is going to sell for $60. It doesn't mean it's going to sell for $50, $40, $30, $20, or $10. There are no guarantees that your item is going to sell based on other sales. And that's a hard lesson that I've had to learn as well. So many items that I looked at when I was thinning down my eBay store. And thinning down means 3 things, okay? 1, removing items that due to being on sale and due to increased shipping cost and just other varying factors were no longer worth selling online. Removing items that I don't believe are ever going to sell, okay? And removing items that weren't really worth the money or effort to continue keeping online because they've been online for a couple of years, and I was donating stuff out to the Paradise Fire victims. I have a video up on YouTube from like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I thought that it was better suited to take an item that was worth $10 to $15, like a brand new toy or something, than make the $3 or $4 that I might make. I would rather just donate it out. So I ended up pulling down probably over 200 listings off of my eBay just because of these types of reasons. But I've gone from close to 1,500 items, maybe 1,600 items, down to 250 items over the last 90 days through aggressive sales and thinning of my eBay store. And that's why I'm saying, like, I've learned so much over these last couple of weeks. It's because I've looked taken a very critical eye to the inventory that I have online and made the necessary adjustments that were needed. So this, yes, I saw 3 of them sell over the last, month to 2 months. I would love to sell mine. I'd love to get $60 for it. So a great buy at $1.50. And this is just another one of those examples. You could walk by a whole bin of 5 or 6 of these. You probably would have never stopped and looked up a soccer ball. I didn't think I was going to look up a soccer ball, but it looked just unique enough to catch my attention to get me to stop and look it up. Let's take a peek at some of these questions. We got comments galore going on right now. Question, UK eBay gave buyers lots of discounts as sales are down this Christmas. Was USA offered the same discounts too? Yes, they were, and very reluctantly too. After listening to Devin, one of the CEOs of eBay, on the Q3 shareholder call earlier, about 2 months back, he is not happy about giving out discounts, and the shareholders, I believe it was one of the branch CEOs with Credit Suisse, was not happy about that as well because it affects eBay's bottom line. And just like when you run a listing and you put an auction with a buy it now, with a best offer, and you put out all of these options, it makes your listing look weak. It makes it look like you don't know how to price your items effectively. And when eBay comes to the table with these 10, 15, 20% off coupons, it's basically saying to the consumer, it's like, well, you don't want to buy it at full price. Can we entice you with this small amount, this small little bump to kind of get you up over the top? I think it makes the brand look weak, especially when it's happening a ton, when the frequency just seems like it's nonstop over and over and over. They're just cranking these sales out. I just don't think that it's benefiting anyone really. Just because what happens is when you start doing it too often is that you get buyers that are only buying stuff when they have the coupon available. Does anyone out there have a fast food restaurant that they go to only when they get good coupons? Like for me, it's Wiener Schnitzel. I know that sounds ridiculous. 3 items, I think it's $5.55. Chili cheese dog, chili cheese fries, chili cheese burgers. $5.55. Without the coupon, it's like $8.50. That is the only time I go there. So if you're in one of those situations where you're only going to eBay when you're getting a coupon rate, yeah, it can be a little bit, a little bit of that same type of mantra. I'm looking through. I don't want to miss anyone's questions. Question, can you give a short breakdown how Q1 through Q4 went for you in 2018? Yes, I can. Q1 through Q4, I did roughly $60,000 in sales, with probably $40,000 worth of those sales happening between Q3 and Q4. Reason being is that Q1 and Q2 were still dedicated to another company called Central Valley Coupon, where primary focus was going. 2018 was a softer year. We're in 2018, right? Or is it 2019? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, it's 2018. 2018 was a softer year for me comparative to 2017, as 2017 had a $100,000 worth of inventory bulk buy that happened early in the year, which I think I paid $10,000 for. So I turned massive numbers in 2017. But even on the front end, a predominant number of my hours, my labor hours, went into eBay. So eBay was down simply because of my own efforts. And then we also had Amazon numbers, which probably accounted for another $30,000 to $40,000 in sales as well as direct-to-consumer local sales, which probably attributed for about another $100,000 in sales, and that most of that came through my game store. So let's take a look here. Sean says, I'm worried now as sales drop. I made $500 January this year, need to make $1,000 and a month to give up my job. Now I have Amazon. I done it. We shall see. Always be careful when it comes to transitioning from your traditional day job over to an eBay full-time job. And just remember, if you make $1,000 worth of sales, you still have to look at your cost to buy that inventory and then the value of your standing inventory as well. That's a big chit-chat to have down the line. The truth says, heads up, eBay overcharged me $565 on my last invoice. Got it reversed, but it was a pain on the phone. Holy cow, that's a lot of money to get mischarged. You know what really just chaps my ass? I had to pay an early termination fee to downgrade my eBay store the other day because I went from, I don't know what it was, the $70 a month option down to the $25 or $30 a month an option. And the reason I did that is because the quantity of items that I have listed, it makes more sense to be on the cheaper store, at least for 6 months or so. Plus, the types of items I'm buying now have a higher sell-through rate, which means I won't have as much standing inventory. So let's take a look at some more items. I know you guys want to see more items. That's what we're here for today. This is an item that's actually a gift for a friend of mine, Susan. This is going to be her Christmas gift. I didn't even look it up, and she's probably watching right now. Hi, Susan. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. I'm going to clean it up a little bit before I give it to her, but we're both resellers. We both source inventory. She knows how these things go, but I'm going to clean it up and give it to her. And I know she won't mind if I spoil the surprise for all of you guys. Look at this adorable Hello Kitty. She loves Hello Kitty stuff. She's huge into Sanrio, but I loved this little, what do you call it? Like a geisha outfit that she's wearing. I can only assume this bad boy's worth $15, maybe $20. I didn't even look at the origin location of this one. This one has real Japanese tagging on it too, which is really, really great. But isn't this just cute as all life? Look at that. So she's going to love that. I think I paid, let's just say $1 million. I have no clue. I think I paid $1 or $2 for it, but she's going to love that. It's a great little piece. Let's see a look what else we got here. Oh yeah, great point, Corey. Make sure you take in your postage and other costs into account as well. Let's take a look at some more stuff. So it's not often that I deal in action figures, and I actually had to consult Daniel with this one. I made a buying error this week, which we're going to talk about here a little bit later. It's not often when I do, but when I do, I get frustrated. But these things happen. So I consulted with him. We have, I believe this is Alucard. It's one of the, or Belmont. It's one of the Castlevania characters. And I kind of assumed it was at first, but I asked him, and I want to make sure he gets credit for it. But yeah, I paid, I think, $4 for this figure. It's worth $70+ online. Just absolutely nutty. And I don't think there's ever going to be a day where I can expect to get less than $50 for this figure. So great little piece. It's one of those things, again, don't expect to stumble across it often, but if you see a really highly crafted figure with a lot of, they call them points of articulation. So like if the wrists turn, the shoulders, the elbows, the feet, the ankles, even the fingers, okay? If it has a lot of points of bendability, flexibility, articulation, then you may want to ask somebody within the group, say, hey, can you help me out with this item? I think it might be worth some money, yada, yada, yada. Hey, Mindy, welcome to the show. But yeah, $70. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm only focusing in on items that have really, really solid return on investments where I'm taking $1 or $2 and turning it into, $30+. I'd like to get at least a 10-to-1 return on investment on everything that I'm buying with a minimum of a $2 or $3 buy rate. So $2 into 20, $3 into 30, so on and so forth. So that's really what I'm looking for now, especially smaller items that take up less space. Cool. Thank you for pushing that comment through. Let's see. Going to home base. Enjoy your trip. I want to make sure I'm caught up on everything. Okay, looks like I'm caught up on everything. Let's take a peek at the next one. Boy, was I happy to get these. I actually didn't get a chance to scan these in. Now, because I have my new tech, I'm able to scan this in. What do we have? We have some more diskettes. I was out with my friend Rena, and we were going through the swap meet, and I saw this from a great distance away. I'm like, yep, we got to get that. And I think I paid $2 for this, so I'm scanning it into Amazon really quick. I've sold the individual packs. Yeah, the 3-pack didn't show up. The individual packs in here are worth about $20 a pop. So this is a $60 return on investment. Now, keep in mind, not all diskettes are worth money. Obviously, the ones that are boxed and sealed, obviously the ones that are a quality brand like Sony, and then also the colored ones are going to be worth getting as well. Yeah, great little buy, great return on investment. Just a couple of bucks in and good money back out on the back end. Sean says, this has helped my business grow massively. I'm happy. I hope you're talking about me. I hope you're talking about these videos and what you're learning from us. That'd be great. Let's take a look. Oh, this is something that I think I'm going to give to somebody as a gift. I haven't decided yet. I might even use them. This stuff smells amazing. The brand is, I'm trying to find it. Oh, Philosophy brand. I think it's a brand carried by Macy's or Gottschalk's. This is a green, okay? But this is the bridal party, and it's a set of bubble bath and, what is it? Bubble bath, shower gel, and shampoo. It's a little 3-pack. These retail for about $20 to $25. I paid $2 for this at the swap meet. I'm probably going to gift this to somebody. I'm probably going to take it out of the box and make a little arrangement with the bottle. Somebody's going to enjoy it. And honest guys, there's no shame. There's no shame in going out and sourcing your Christmas gifts for people. If anything, it shows more effort than just going online and placing an order, because someone's going to really enjoy that. I got some figures. These ones aren't even for me. Some of these, I got these for Daniel. He just doesn't even know it yet. I was gonna give him these for Christmas, but I already got him a different Christmas gift the other day. So we got some Pokemon figures. This is a little Geodude keychain. We have a little Poliwhirl. I think it's a squirt toy. A little Poliwhirl squirt toy. We got a Magnemite, Hitmonlee, Graveler. Oh snaps! Little Dugtrio, and then a Ghastly. And these figures as a whole are probably worth about $30 altogether. I believe I paid $3 for all of them, and then I had to buy this one separately from a different vendor. Wow, you can't even see that at all. Look how crazy that looks. This is actually gold. I wasn't expecting it to not show up at all. That is trippy looking because it looks almost clear on there. But yeah, this gold figure right here, this one's worth about $15 on its own. I paid $3 for that one. So great little buy. I'm going to put these over here because I already have somebody for those. Taking a look up here at the comments. Nearly 500 items off of Amazon inventory. That's crazy. Corey says, I'm worrying about how Brexit is going to affect the UK. Mercari has just stopped operating in the UK. Wow. Brexit is a whole episode on its own. And believe it or not, I'm surprisingly well versed on that. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I really like this next item, and there's a chance that I might keep it. This is a Nestle Crunch micro, what do you call it? Like micro foam pellet pillows. You guys have seen the infomercials for the, I don't know, Sopakawa pillow, and it has those little micro beads inside of it. Same thing for this. I haven't even looked this up yet, so I have no clue what the damn thing's worth. But I'm almost positive it's, oh, it has a price tag on it. $15. Nestle Crunch squishy pillow. I think these go for like $20 online. If it's not worth at least $20, I'm going to keep the thing for myself. No harm in that. This one was a really surprising pickup, guys. I was shocked by this. Every time I've ever been to the swap meet and I've seen a brand new board game, they ask a minimum of $5. Every time, okay? Check this out. I got a copy of Seven Wonders, okay? This is a really popular board game. This on Amazon is $45. It's restricted, which means it's probably going to be $35 to $40 on eBay. Really good game. Who makes this one? Repos Production? Yeah. And I know this came from Amazon too. Somebody probably recalled it, and then they're not an eBay seller as well. But yeah, I'm going to send this into eBay and check it out. I got 2 copies of it, brand new. I paid $2 a piece for these. $2 for these. And this is a game that I've actually wanted to own myself, so I may even keep one of these as well. But yeah, great little pickup. And guys, I have so much stuff. I'm probably going to not talk as much about each item, and we're probably going to truck through these a little bit quicker. One of you guys out there might want this. You know how much I hate having owl items in my possession. This is a microwavable heating pad with pellets or something on the inside. It's worth $25. I paid $2, $2.25 for this one, or $2.50, excuse me. I haggled a lady in her 60s over 50 cents on this one because I felt it was worth the margins. It's very heavy. This is going to have to go inside of a padded flat rate or possibly go cubic as well. We will see. Easy money on these guys. I can't stress this enough. Brita filters, 3-pack of these. Easy money all day long. I paid $1 or $2 for that 3-pack, and I'm going to get probably $15 to $20, but they sell very quickly though. Let's see. Sean Gilbert, I'm happy to leave as house prices will tumble, but that's the only reason. Question, how many hours a week do you spend sourcing? Not much. I think there's some misconception that I work really hard to get the items that I do get, but I'm just very tactical about how I spend my time. So when I go to the swap meet, I would probably say I spend maybe 2 to 3 hours at any given swap meet, but most of the time I'm just really having a good time. I'm talking with vendors, I'm talking with people I know, I'm building rapport, I'm looking at items, I'm on the phone. I'm not really trying that hard. I've just noticed that if I stay very chill and very relaxed about the process, that everything just kind of comes together. I don't work hard at it. When I'm going to thrift stores and such, especially when I move to my new town has almost 25 thrift stores in it. And to be able to go through all those, I mean, we're probably looking at 2 6 to 8 hour days each week if I want to go through all of those stores. But I do plan on shifting a lot of my time more towards the online end of things. I would like to focus more on video production, video training, helping the Prairie Grit brand expand as well. So I don't know. I guess in a given week, I'll probably spend right now 4 to 6 hours sourcing, and then about 4 to 6 hours worth of listing, and then probably about 4 to 6 hours worth of actual pack and ship. So about 15 hours a week. And in case you're curious, with the averages and numbers that I pull, it equates to about $1,000 a week in revenue. And that's before we factor in every single little detail and little cost. But I think a big portion of my success comes from just how varied I am. As of right now, we have bedding, we have health, we have like a consumer good, we have sports, we have video games, we have action figures, we have dead media, and we have hygiene products. We have 10 items, and we've looked at 10 different categories already. So if you're staying very diverse, that's going to be the key to your success in making those hours super productive. If you're going out there and you only know video games, you only know Lego miniatures, you only know porcelain, and that's all you're looking for, you're going to have to spend 4 to 5 times as many hours doing the exact same amount of work that I'm doing to be able to generate the same amount of revenue. But as you get wider, that's when you're going to start becoming more profitable. So I always tell people, especially in the beginning when you're first starting, look up every single item you don't know, so that way you know what it's worth in the future. You're going to save yourself time later by spending the time now. Corey, we got some questions. You guys are chatting with each other. I'll leave you on that one, okay? We got a reverse osmosis element filter by Applied Membranes. I paid $1.50 for this one on markdown. It's worth about $30. 2 sales in the last month on this one. Weighs less than a pound. Fantastic buy. Oh, and here's the thing too. I know a lot of people, they just won't even stop and look this up. They're like, I don't even know what it is. I don't care. And it's just, why? Why are you not stopping and looking? This is the ideal, perfect item for any reseller. It weighs nothing. It's a consumable good. So once somebody's done with theirs, they're going to need another one. It's sealed in the factory shrink. I found this at a Goodwill across the street from a swap meet on the swap meet day. Okay, and this has been on the shelf so long that the original tag was covered with another tag because they couldn't get the $4 for it, so it got marked down to $2.50. Now that I remember, $2.50 for that outlet store because no one bought this for 3 months. Okay, and I just walked in there. I'm like, sure, scooped it right up. Didn't even think twice about it. So that's the thing about it. Stay wide, stayed, vary. And Mindy says filters are great. 100% agree. As anything that people can use that can get burned through is always good. Matthew says, so how do you deal with the competition? Just be the cheapest. Yep, that's pretty much it right there. If you have one available for sale for $25 plus $5 shipping, and I have one available for sale for $29.99 with free shipping, mine's going to show up before yours. I just got to be a penny below you. And that's it. So as I list all of my items, I list them all to be a penny under, exact same condition. And then after everything's been online for 30 days, I bring it all down 5%. And then I put it on that sale for 30 days, and then it goes down another 5%. So now it's 10% off, and then 15, and then 20, and 25. So I give everything the opportunity to sell at full asking price, and then I start discounting it out over time, so that way I can keep my inventory moving. Because if I can't get $30 on it, big whoop, knock 5% off, $1.50, $28.50. If it won't sell for that price, knock 10% off, $27. I'm still just as happy with $27. Guess what? I'm just as happy with 50% off because a profit is a profit. Get it on out the door, move on to the next item. Now, there are going to be some exceptions. We might even see 1 or 2 of those today where I'll say, I'm willing to wait an entire year to get the value that I want. But you have to keep in mind, 35 cents a month, every single month for a year. Okay, you're looking at $5 in fees just to have your item active. Okay, would you rather have 5% off, 10% off, and get it out the door now? Or do you want to play this long tail game and cross your fingers? 2 years online, $10 worth of fees. Might as well give somebody 20% off now and just get it out the door. Move on to the next item. So let's see what we got. And I can't stress this, guys. I have a ton of items here. And this was all purchased across maybe 3 or 4 different visits. This isn't like nonstop sourcing, thrifting. When I moved to the new town, I honest to God could do a video every single day showcasing the items that I source. There's so much stuff out there. Sean Gilbert says, yeah, I'm the cheapest undercut by 1p to get the sales on Amazon. Here in the UK, I don't pay VAT like the big sellers. Big sellers can only lower their price down so much. Why aren't you paying your VAT? Everyone's got to pay their VAT in the UK. We actually did a video with a VAT expert from the UK that's definitely worth watching as well. And it talks about how specific types of Chinese sellers, per se, were avoiding their VAT fees to be able to undercut the competition. So be careful with that because they are starting to crack down on that over in the UK. Sean says, I'm stuck with a lot of stuff I can't sell, so I will sell them off cheap in January sales and get money back, fees, postage, etc., so don't lose money. Yeah, and that's the thing, too. Sometimes you have to understand certain things just aren't going to sell. Cut your losses. Move on. You know. This was an odd one. First time I found one of these, and I may actually keep it. I got this half price. It says $2.99, but I believe I paid $1.50. Everything was half price that day. This is a Wi-Fi extender. So you just basically plug this into your wall. You get it configured, and it increases the range of your Wi-Fi. Last week, saw 2 of these sell between $35 and $40. Great little pickup. Easy money, first class out the door. If you see one of these, why am I getting all artifacty? It doesn't like the white there. There we go. So if you see one of these, it's definitely worth looking up. Not all brands are the same, though. I'd tell you the brand, but it really doesn't matter. You're not going to see them all the time. I've been doing this for years, and that's my first time seeing one. Oh, wow, you got to do 85,000. Did not know that. Corey, have a great evening. Thanks for tuning in. So this is another one of those speculative buys. This is, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have bought this, but I just said, to heck with it. The cheapest one on Amazon right now is $45. I said, you know what? I can sell it for $30. Somebody's going to buy it. I'll jam it inside of a box, and so be it. This is Emily the Strange. This is a stamp set. It's got maybe a half a dozen different stamps. It's in a really cute box as well. So if you like Emily the Strange and you're interested in this, just let me know. We'll get it shipped out to you at cost. I paid $4 for this, which again, like I said, I don't want to spend $4 on something, even if I can get 30 for it. I'm really trying to stick to my 10x return on investment or more moving forward. It's important to me. So I just really want to make sure I'm getting the most value out of my time in particular moving forward. Also picked these up, got these on sale as well. Actually, these were 75% off. So these are marked at $6. I got them for $1.50. These are, 25 pack, 16 speed DVD plus R HP blank DVDs. That was a whole mouthful of explanation for almost no real value. You're not allowed to sell these on Amazon just because they're DVDs, and Amazon's dumb about that stuff. But furthermore, they're worth about $20 a pop. I'm probably going to list the pair of them together because it's over a pound. See if I can get 30, maybe $35 on the pair. I'm $3 in, so it meets that 10x threshold that I'm looking for. Plus, they're going to be able to go cubic, or if I was to include some type of printed media in there, I might be able to ship them out media mail as well. So, like I said, you can also go to trade shows. So I went to a Collecticon event that was happening here in Fresno to source for goods as well. I have some, actually, I just remembered it right now. I have some incredibly valuable CDs that we're going to be looking at later that I forgot about that came from a different show as well. So even though I'm out at these shows and conventions and having a good time and talking with people, yada, 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 trying to build connections, I'm also sourcing. Yeah, as much as I love looking at trading cards and stuff like that, these are some, Lady Death and Vampirella trading cards. And there's a couple of different sets in here, but they're not complete sets. And what I'm hoping for is that there's a couple of, maybe special inserts or, particularly rare cards that are going to cover the cost on the entire binder. But I got this whole binder. They wanted $20. I negotiated, or actually they wanted $30. I negotiated it down to $10. So this is one of those things that, even if they don't sell, I'm okay with that. It's a really, really cool set, and I'm happy to have them here. I love art cards and stuff to this effect. And I'm sure I'll find somebody who's going to get just as much joy out of it as I will. So if nothing else, I'll pass these on to somebody else who's going to love them as well. Sean says, you also don't pay tax on profits in UK if you're putting it back into your business. It's called expense. Same here domestically. I'm still employed until I make eBay, Amazon big enough. So that's how I pay my bills and food. Yeah, no, that's fantastic that your tax threshold is so high. Our tax minimums here is if you can be declared a business, or if you purchase something with the intent to resell it and you turned a profit on it, you have to file, even if it's a single item that you're selling online. And the thing is, the only exception is if you have a quantity of items similar to that of a garage sale and you aren't doing it with the intent of operating it as a business, then you don't have to report those earnings. But if you do more than that, you should. Actually, well, you have to. So, up next, this is a gift that was sent in to me. And I've actually been holding it back. I haven't even told the person thank you who sent it to me. So a personal and sincere thank you to Pam. I really appreciate it. She even sent me back one of the flyer cards that I sent out to her. And she said, thanks, Jay. I'm sure you will find this plush fares better than the Rugrats plush. #evolve. Very cute. Thank you so much for sending out this thank you card. And what did she include? Oh, no, you can't see him because it's green screened. But yeah, this is a Buzz Lightyear Build-A-Bear. I'll find a home for him someplace. He'll make sure he gets loved somewhere wherever he ends up going. But thank you so much for that. And happy holidays to you as well. And speaking about things that were sent in to me, I had a return come back to me from Amazon. And I put it in my bin because I wanted to show it to you guys. It's probably the most disgusting return that I've ever had come back, minus a $180 collector's edition that's sitting in my living room that customers stole pieces out of and then returned it back to Amazon, which I'm going to have to deal with and fight with later. But Amazon decided that they were going to send back this puzzle set that I sold through FBA in the actual box that it was made in. So the shipping labels are directly on the cardboard. And they even X'd out the end with Sharpie. The whole box is completely destroyed. And I just wanted to show you guys this. Like, I understand that there's great things to be said about Amazon, but for as much shit that I give eBay, I can give just as much to Amazon. And I plan to here in the future. This stuff really chafes my ass hard because there's no need for them to box it up like this. And then I was on the phone for 40 minutes to be able to get them to open up a request. And then apparently a message was sent to my Amazon inbox, and they don't send you an email to let you know this. You either go to your Amazon inbox and you see it or you don't. And then because I didn't reply to this message within 48 hours, they just went ahead and closed the case out. They just closed it out. But guess what? I got an email about that. I don't know. We're not going to dwell on it right now. We're going to deal with it later. But I just wanted to show you guys that. I got one more bin. It's a big bin too. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water here real quick. Let's get some music going again too. Let's get my chill music going. Really should have seasonal music, but I just haven't had the time to find it. I've really been working to try and get everything going, but it's a process. Yep, Sean, I double down on that. Sean was just echoing my issues with Amazon. And we're going to make some videos tearing Amazon apart here in the future because it's getting really, really tiring having to deal with stuff like that. Up next, we got a very, very interesting item that I didn't think that I was... I just felt a hole in it that I didn't feel before. Well, that's a shame. It's still cute. It's still adorable. Somebody's going to love it. I don't know what's going on with this background. Here, let me see if I can... Just put my regular background up. Yeah, this is a really adorable Pikachu. Maybe we can get some more light on it. Front light, would that help? Nope. It's just going to have a hard time showing. This is a Build-A-Bear Pikachu. This thing just came out within the last year. Really, really great condition overall. Here, let's just switch that background back again. Why not? But yeah, really, really great condition overall. I paid, I think, $4 for this one. It goes for about 35, maybe $40 with this shirt on as well. It even has the sound chip on the inside, but I'm not going to be pressing the button right now. I don't want to hear it scream at me. But a really great pickup. If anyone is a Pikachu fan, you're interested in that, just let me know. Next one up too. This really nice jacket that I paid $2 for. This is a Nautica jacket. And I don't normally deal in jackets, but I know Nautica. And look at this print. This is classic Nautica right here. Okay, and this is a reversible jacket, and it feels like it has some type of poly down material on the inside. It feels like maybe it's gotten shuffled around a little bit, but it's a heavy, reversible, high quality, clean Nautica jacket that I paid $2 for. I would like to think that this is going to be worth 40 to 50 bucks, possibly even more than that. If you know Nautica well, feel free to send me a message. Any type of help or insight on this would be great. Even look, it's got the little emblem right there as well. Great piece. If you guys haven't hit that like button yet, please do that for me. Definitely helps us out. Helps us show up a little bit more in the trending live if we ever get that many people watching. But I appreciate it. Up next, we got this mask. Oh, God, I got too many green items, guys. This is a zoom. Here, you get to see his butt because that's the only thing that's going to show up. This is this is a Hulk. This is the Hulk. Maybe you can see his eyes. Yeah, there we go. This is the Hulk right here. And I can't even use my green screen one because I just changed my green screen background earlier. But this is a giant Hulk zoom. I paid $2 for him. He's worth like 40 bucks. And we got this really cool Mickey hat. I try and stay away from hats most often or most of the time. Thanks for hitting that like button. But yeah, this is a great little one. This is a Mickey Mouse. I guess it's like a little bit of a gangster. He's got a symbol here on the back. I paid $2 for this hat. I'll take a quick $15, but I expect to get closer to 20, maybe even 25. I didn't even research it. It's in brand new-ish condition. And it has the Disneyland Parks tag on it as well, which definitely helps the situation too. I got this. I was really excited when I saw this at first because I saw the shrink wrap on it. But lo and behold, it's open on the back end, which was a good opportunity for me to negotiate a little bit. This is a Jazz SI PCI card. So this is a Jazz Drive card insert for like older laptops that have that slot on them. This thing, in the condition that it sits in, is worth anywhere between $30 to $40. Again, paid $2. I've seen sold as high as $60 with the original foam, and then sold for brand new, trending closer to $80. So I might be able to split the difference on that as well. But whenever you see old tech, especially Jazz Drives, I've made so much good money on Jazz Drives. They're always worth looking up. I picked up this Terraria plush too. This is such a cool little plush. I think it makes noises. Makes some noises, some battle noises. It's like a giant eye that has chompers on the front of it. I don't know. I paid $2 for that. 15, 20 bucks out on the back end. Sean, question: do you drop ship too? God, no, I don't do drop shipping. For me, it's all about oversight on my inventory, my items and products. God, that thing's still making noise. I want to be in full control of the entire workflow and inventory. I don't see a need to drop ship, and I think that's only going to add one more element to what I have going on now. I find it easy enough to go out and just hang out with people, and like I'll take friends to the swap meet. I'll just wander around with friends and find hundreds of dollars worth of inventory, and then come home, wipe it down, list it up, and carry on with my day. And I just feel drop shipping is gonna, after the process of getting the orders across and dealing with customer issues, returns and refunds, dealing with chintzy items, it's just not the type of seller that I want to be. For me, that's when it becomes work. And obviously there's work involved here, but I enjoy this process. I enjoy the process of finding things and sharing things with people, and drop shipping just wouldn't bring me the same level of joy. Up next, we got a filthy Hello Kitty in a Halloween costume, another Build-A-Bear, but I paid $1 for this one. That's going to get cleaned up and donated for sure, unless Susan wants it after I clean it, then I'll give it to her. And another one of the plushies. This is Knuckles. I think it's a Kelly toy. I just sold the girl of this for $35. She was a little bit smaller than this one. He's probably going to be worth $20 to $25. This older Kelly toys from a Crane Machine, Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog. Great plush to pick up. I got bags and bags, guys. Oh, so we're going to talk about it now. We're going to talk about what happened. The bad buy that I made. It's almost embarrassing because I walk around and I'm very much so an expert in certain respective categories, but every now and then I'm not paying attention, and I screwed up on a buy and I lost $20. Originally it was going to be $40, but I negotiated and haggled just a little bit. What did I buy? Bought a whole bunch of Pokemon packs. Okay. I think 25 or so of them to be exact. Okay. A lot of Pokemon packs. Okay. Why did I buy these? Well, there was a bin of trading cards. We had a whole bunch of Pokemon mixed in there. We had like Stargate SG-1, Men in Black, Gilligan's Travels. We had all kinds of different trading cards all inside of this bin. Some that I was familiar with, some that I wasn't familiar with. And I know what you're probably thinking, like, Jay, what's the problem with buying these? These are all counterfeit, okay? None of these are real. And they look great, okay? And the thing is, I didn't even stop and even imagine for a second that these could be counterfeit packs. And yes, they pack them up this nicely. And compared to, when you put it next to a real one, they look very much similar. And the differences can be seen in the seals and the overall bend and feel of the pack. Should you ever buy packs out in the wild? Yes, you should if you know what you're doing, okay? And the reason I didn't question these packs is because, one, there was quantity of them, and two, they were paired up next to other authentic packs that are never counterfeited. They're just old school packs. And I just thought somebody had closed down a trading card shop, and the pricing was kind of on par for the swap meet. And I said, you know what? To heck with it. I'm going to go ahead and buy them. And in case you're curious, yes, they do actually have cards in them. What do the cards look like? Okay, well, I actually opened one of them later. The cards look great. Okay, they look fantastic. Are they real? No, none of these cards are real. Okay, and they even put in counterfeit holo cards at the end. It's called a Tapu Lele, and an authentic version of her is worth about $26 right now. This counterfeit one is absolutely worthless. I mean, at best you can call it a proxy card, okay? But you can tell that these are counterfeit by they're glossy, okay? And Pokemon cards have a matte finish. They're too thin, and they permeate to light. So if we shine light through them, okay, here, let's shine this through. You can see how my light is shining through this card right now, okay? I have a little spotlight here. Let me turn it down so that way you can see it turn down. Yeah. So my light permeates through this card. So that's how you can tell that these are counterfeit. So what am I going to do with them? I'm either going to give them to some kids and tell them to go enjoy themselves, or I'm going to list them up on eBay as fake. I'll put it clearly in the title, or put some type of, proxy play cards, so that way people understand that they're not authentic cards. But it's a live and learn type thing. Be careful out there. If you're not sure, ask. If it seems like far too good to be true, it most likely is. But it's a lesson learned for me. And yeah, just slow down next time, I guess. And the thing is, too, I realized, because Daniel was being an ass about it, but I walked up to Daniel and I'm like, check out what I got. He's like, you really bought all those fake packs? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, they're all fake. And it hadn't even dawned on me yet. But I was still at the swap meet when it happened. I didn't even go back to the booth. I didn't even because I know other people would have gone back and raised a ruckus and said, oh, maybe you go find them next week and, tell them what's what. And I just don't care. It doesn't matter to me, because apparently Daniel even called him on it before and they didn't want to hear anything he had to say. So they knowingly sold counterfeit products as authentic to me. And when somebody is of that mindset already, there's no reason to go help them. They've decided that they're going to be a scumbag person, and that's that. So there's no. I'm going to save my breath for somebody who's actually going to, who actually has an interest in being a good human being. And if they don't, then there's no reason to stop and help them. Up next, we got this really cool. It's kind of filthy looking. This is a Mickey Mouse digital handheld. It's actually got a color screen on it, and it functions like a legitimate quality product. It's made by Disney. I've sold one of these before for $30, and I picked it up for $2. Here's to hoping that it works, though. It's going to require some testing to be able to see if it does actually work. And then up next, I know one of you ladies may be interested in this. Hopefully it shows up on camera. We have this beautiful Viking glass apple. Yeah, it's got a little bit of discoloration on the interior. I don't know how, but maybe some moisture got trapped in there. But absolutely beautiful piece, worth about $30 to $40, give or take. Again, I'd be happy with a $20 or $25 bill. I think I paid $2 or $3 for this. I just really like the look of it and said, even if nobody does buy it, I have no problems keeping this, shoving it on my desk, having this decorate. I got decorations all around my desk that I've just committed to because I don't care if they sell. This is a great, great little piece. So if one of you guys out there is interested in it, just let me know. Okay, I'll be happy to fire it out to you. Stuff that in there somewhere so I don't break it. We still got more stuff, guys. We still got a lot more items to go. We're almost at the 1 hour mark. Don't forget, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to throw them up in the comments. Real quick, too, before I forget, let's bring up our other slide for people who may be joining us mid-show right now. This is our main background. If you guys haven't started using this yet, bit.ly/cheapship will save you a ton of money on your shipping costs. Definitely check it out. It's completely free. We don't charge you anything. No cost to sign up, no monthly. As long as you're here in America, you're going to save money on your shipping costs. Bit.ly/Bolorama will take you to our Facebook page so you can check out other amazing content, cool posts, and ask questions and get expert answers. And then also visit our Patreon. If you'd like to support the show, do it. It's Christmas. Do it. Support the show, guys. Help us out. Patreon.com/Bolorama. And if you'd like to give a one-time donation, not only will you get a personal thank you from me, but I promise to squander every dollar you give me. No, in all honesty, guys, we haven't turned a profit. We've been doing this 2 years. Okay, all the money goes back into the show, goes back into productions, assets, yada, yada, yada. I think this month is our first month turning a profit. I think we made maybe $200, but I've got to make the shirts and got to get those sent out. So I know there's a couple of you patrons who are at that 6-month mark, and you're probably wondering, like, Jay, where the heck is my shirt at? It's slated for January. It will happen. By end of January, expect your shirts. So that's going to happen. Let's get our beautiful seasonal background back. There we go. Mini Koi says 30 to 40. Oh, on the Apple? I believe so. And I love the Viking glass, especially the small pieces. You can see the big ones all the time, and people want a fortune for them, but rarely do you see the small Viking glass. So that's always cool to see. And that's another thing too, Sean. I'm gonna call you out one more time. If you're seeing items right now that you've seen before, or items that I'm showing you, and you would say, I would have never even looked that up. I would have never even stopped and given a second thought to that. This is the type of stuff that we're talking about that separates, your beginning seller to your seasoned seller, is the willingness to stop and research and learn about these items and figure them out. And here's the thing, there's a lot of things in this bin I didn't know the price on. I stopped, researched, figured it out, and threw it in the bin. I'd probably say 60% of this. But that kind of comes with time as well. That the other 40% I can just pick up on site. We got another bag. I'm going to kind of quickly show some games. Metroid for the GameCube, Time Splitters Future Perfect for PlayStation 2, Prince of Persia for GameCube, Wind Waker for GameCube, Resident Evil 4 for GameCube, Paper Mario for GameCube, Twilight Princess for GameCube, Trauma Center for the Nintendo DS. All of these games together, I paid $6 to $8 for. Total value pushing just about $250 for this stack of games right here. Again, seasoned, experienced in this category. This is one of my strongest categories out of any category that I work with. Fantastic. Mindy Coy says, glass category, Sean, we need to talk. Yeah, the categories are getting fixed up over there as we speak right now. It's literally getting worked on. Yeah, it's going to get fixed. No worries. But yeah, tons of value here on these games. If you're not sure what you're looking for on video games, don't be afraid to ask. I do private classes as well if you'd like a crash course on video games. But boy, did I get lucky. And this is the type of thing that I can't find in Fresno anymore. This doesn't happen in Fresno anymore. So the town that I'm moving to, it does happen. And that's a big part of the reason why I'm moving. My town has just simply gotten burnt out. So I'm looking forward to the change and the transition, because the fact that I can go to a swap meet that costs nothing to get inside of, that operates 3 days a week, and I can walk through and casually pick up $300 to $400 worth of inventory for less than $20-$30. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's see what else we got. I don't deal in cell phones often, but when I do, I want to make sure the margins are good. This is a Go phone. This one's worth about $50 right here. This is a AT&T Z431 with the box, with the original charger, in fair or better condition. Yeah, easy money on this bad boy. And like I said, normally I don't fiddle with phones, but because it had the box and everything with it, it was real easy to look up, real easy to work with. Don't shrug off every single cell phone you see and just assume because it's an old phone, no one's going to want it. There's people who want the same phone that they have now. And if this bad boy powers up, which I expect it to power up, I'm going to be able to turn it around and get it flipped on out the door. And at $2, I'd be willing to throw $2 on, just throw it away to somebody. So I have no problem rolling the dice on a $2 cell phone. Today, I bought $160 worth of Stranger Things trading cards in hopes of, they call them a box hit, where you get one of those premium autographs worth $500-$600. So I invested $160 into it and ended up pulling back about $150 worth of easily saleable stuff. But yeah, screw it. Sometimes roll the dice. It's no different than shoving your money inside of a slot machine. So if you're doing, you're betting in that regard, you may as well give it a shot. I got another Apple power cord. I can never have enough of these things. I'm always buying these. If I see them, if they're cheap and they're in good condition, I'm taking them. They're generally worth $10 to $20 a piece, depending on the fitting on the end of them. But yeah, I'm always going to buy them. And then I got two, not just one, but two micro cassette recorders for $2 a piece. These are worth about $30 and $40 respectively. Easy money on these. I don't need to dwell on them. You guys already know about how much I love these things. Judy says, yes, us old people without kids know nothing about these darn games. Yeah, I'll give you the crash course right now, okay? Are you ready? Mario, Pokemon, Mega Man, Zelda, Metroid. That's about 90% of the games that you need to keep your eyes open for. That is really it right there. If you find any one of those 5, you can stop and look it up. It's almost always going to be worth buying. There's not one that exists that you can't buy for $1 and turn a profit on. Pam says, you have to learn, Judy, there is good money and easy shipping with them. Yeah, they're all first class. And yeah, you can always send me a DM. Patrons are always welcome to send me DMs anytime they need help. Non-patrons, I'm always here for you too. But patrons, obviously, those who are helping fund this whole program are going to get a priority support when it comes to identifying and valuing stuff. Matthew says, why don't you like phones? I hate dealing in phones, especially modern phones. Phones that can be locked out due to being stolen. Phones can have contract endorsed phones that no longer work because the balance wasn't paid on the phone. There can be hidden issues with phones. Stuff like, maybe the phone discharges in under an hour. Maybe one of the speakers doesn't work. Maybe there's dead pixels that you can't see at all hours of the day. There's loose charge ports. An LCD screen that works intermittently. There's a lot of things that can go wrong on a cell phone, so I almost always stay away from them. But when I see them like this, with the original box and packed up well and put away, you know who owned this? I'll tell you who owned this, okay? Mom owned this, okay? Mom, who was 35, maybe 45-year-old mom owned this phone. And when she got a new phone, you know what she did? She packed everything away, put it back inside the box, put it inside of a yard sale bin, and then forgot about it. And then probably donated it away. Maybe just put it in the charity bin. Put it in the charity bin, got rid of it, got ready to donate it away. And that's why it looks so beautiful. If this box was trashed, okay, and this was all thrashed on the outside, I probably wouldn't have even bought it for $2. It's not going to be worth it to me. But the presentation is everything. Look how well cared for this is. I'm willing. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try and power it up right now. I haven't even tried yet. Let's see, where is the power? Is the power the power is this button over here. Okay, not powering up. Look, I have the charger wrapped up in the original. Oh, man, this might not have even ever been used. I don't even know if I want to rip this open. Look, it has the original SIM card. Okay, let's look at the charge port. I might even have the plug on hand without having to do too much madness to it. Hold on. Oh, it's one of those really wide chargers. Okay, we're gonna pop it open. We're gonna find out if this bad boy works. Because I'm willing to bet the value of this phone that this thing works. Look, it has the dang twisty tie on it. I gotta find the right charge hole though. What the heck? Because this doesn't look like the size of the charger that goes with it. Okay, I don't have the matching charger apparently, but I have the original SIM. This is so weird. Okay, we're going to play with this one. I'll keep you guys updated next week. I'll let you know what happens with this. We're probably going to have to order the charger now at this point, which is a little disappointing, unless Daniel has one. He has a charger for everything under the sun, I believe. Matthew says, makes sense, thank you. Judy says, I just watched a video by someone about old transistor radios. Some can be worth thousands. Yes, there's definitely radios that are worth money. A lot of them are trash, though. I look at old transistor radios the same way that I look at porcelain dolls. There's no doubt in my mind that there's porcelain dolls worth more than my house, okay? Doesn't shock me. There's everything in every category can do that. But if I have to go through and price 200 to 300 different porcelain dolls before I find one worth buying, it's not worth it to me. It's not. Because that time can be spent on things that I know or researching other things that I plan to do a lot of work in. And that's why I don't touch them anymore. So I look at the same thing that I look at transistor radios as. So yeah, back on these. Those are great. Great buy. Great sale. Easy money. And then I've got this garage door clicker. Guys, garage door openers. Easy money. Throwing money at you anytime you see these. If you can get these for $2, $3, even as much as $5 for a quality one or a harder to find one, always pick them up. They ship out first class. We also have this one. This is a $25 garage door clicker. I got both of them same time, same vendor. Same person also sold me that Jazz drive as well. We got two more things left, I believe. So we got a random Farscape game. PC, $15 to $20 on that one. This was an interesting one. Very, very interesting. This is a Helix Power Tower Plus Throttle Body Spacer. Had no clue what this was. Had to look it up. Turns out it increases your gas mileage by increasing airflow within your combustion chamber. And I looked it up. This one's worth about $60. Not the same one that's inside the box. Didn't realize it until I got to the register. Opened up the whole thing. Found a red one on the inside. Looked that red one up. Red one's worth $90. Go figure. I paid $5.54 for this. No complaints on that one. Should ship out first class as well. The reason I'm not going to talk more on that one is because no one's ever going to see one of those things ever again. Mindy says, if the SIM card wasn't loaded, doubt it was ever used. Now, here's the thing. They could have loaded the SIM card that they had before that phone. But it's kind of hard to say. And Mindy says, yes, there's lots of other stuff you can flip faster with the same amount of money you could spend on transistor radio, and I agree with that. It's all about that turnover for me. The quicker I can get the money in my hand and move on to the next item, the better. So up next and last, my most valuable bag of the entire month is this bag right here. Boy, do we have some heavy hitters in here. And we have them in quantity too, which is a big, big deal. So let me get the valuable stuff, and you can even see I'm trying to be gentle, trying to handle them carefully because there's that much value there in these. I'm sorry, one of these has a deviation on it that the other ones don't have. It looks like a little bit of damage. So up first we have I have two boxes of this Rampage of the Beast King. This is Vanguard Card Fight. Okay, it's a trading card. Oh god, it's green. You guys know what happens when things are green. These are booster boxes that the vendor was asking $12 on. I negotiated these down to $7.50, maybe $8, somewhere in that area. This booster box in particular sells for $45 on eBay with active regular sales completed on eBay domestically and abroad. I got two boxes of these. No complaints on that. But yeah, 2 boxes, at $8 a pop, easy profits. And for the last item of the night, really, let me pull in nice and tight here. Let me put my Santa hat back on again. Okay, let's get this going. Oh, I can't even grab my Santa hat. Oh, there we go. Let's get my Santa hat back on. There we go. Okay, so this is a really nice item. It's a Pokemon CD. Oh, let's put it over here. These are old and exceptionally hard to come by. It has the original outer jacket, and I believe it's never ever been like truly opened or used. This is from Pikachu Records. I believe it's from 1998. Okay, very old. Very hard to come by. Like incredibly difficult to come by. Let's turn that off. Incredibly difficult to come by. This is not something that you're going to see probably ever. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time to be able to get these. This sells conservatively anywhere between $100 to $150 regularly. Okay, this is a frequent seller. Okay, and you know what's really crazy about that? I got 5 of them. Okay, they're all exactly the same. This just a couple of them are spun around, but I got 5 of these bad boys. Okay, 5 of them. I couldn't believe it. Okay, you know how much these were? These were $1 each at the convention. $1 each. I couldn't believe it. And on top of that, Daniel was there too. Daniel scored big time on some stuff as well. $2 in on some products that were worth close to $300 a pop. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. I don't care where you go. I don't care what you're doing. Keep your eyes open. There's lots and lots of money to be had. You just got to stay broad. You got to stay varied. Okay? It's important. Okay, guys. It is 6:15 Pacific Standard Time, my time. It's time to wrap up this bad boy. I don't know. Let's get some music going. What do we want to listen to today? Let's listen to our chill music. Okay. No. Let's listen to this one. It's our little wrap up music, guys. You know what that means? Okay. You don't got to go home, but you can't stay here. 2018, holy cow, what a year. Fantastic sales on eBay, Amazon, locally. Dealt with a lawsuit, which first time ever having to deal with legal stuff of that magnitude. Lost 2 businesses, but picked up 2 others in its place. Started working with a new e-commerce platform. Really looking to see it grow as well. We're going to have a lot of big updates about that in the future too. Lots and lots of changes. And on top of that, I'm moving in 8 days. I'm going to get out of the valley, which means I'm going to have slightly better air as I move closer towards the coast, which means I won't be choking and coughing all the time, even as a non-smoker. I dropped 40 pounds this year. I gave up tobacco. Never thought that would happen, and I'm stronger than I've ever been in my entire life. I ridded myself of a bunch of really shitty relationships. Girlfriend, plural. Friends, beyond plural. To increase my overall happiness in life. Patreon has grown bigger than I had expected it to, and we're 1 patron away from breaking the $400 a month mark, with our goal of getting to $1,000 a month, hopefully being achieved in 2019, but who knows. It's been a fantastic year working with you guys, and we've had some fantastic growth, not only on the page, but within group chat, with the show, everything. If you go back and watch one of our shows from a year ago, it's night and day comparative to the way the show looks now. I mean, truly night and day. But I want to say thank you to all of you who make this possible. You guys know who you are, the ones who've been here the longest. And I always say this, thank you so much for making this possible, because without you, I don't know. I wouldn't be flipping burgers, but I wouldn't be having this experience with you right now. And it's been a fun one. And I really, truly look forward to seeing what 2019 has in store. And I want your guys' feedback of what you want to see more of. And I want to be able to do full-time web production and make that a reality for you guys. And I think there's enough time and enough space to make it happen too. So this has been the Sunday Reseller Roundup Holiday Special for 2000 and 2018 here, we'll even bring the snow back. There we go. This has been a fun year. This has been a fun little episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you check out all the links that were over there that aren't there right now that maybe Pam will put in the comments. Thank you to Pam and Mindy for being moderators throughout 2018. Your help is truly appreciated. And thank you to all the people that I now call friends who watch this show and for making this possible. It's been a lot of fun. I'll see you guys next year. Let's have a good year next year, too. Let's make a lot of money. Have a great night, guys. And remember, if you don't make that money, someone else will.